Welcome back, brothers and sisters. Tim Braden, Second Legacy. You are amazing. This is the place where we take our 2A day and make it happy with sarcasm and humor and bring you along towards our freedom. Now, this is something you're going to enjoy every second. Guys, this is breaking news. It's incredibly important. The left, the gun controllers, the liberals, they are now issuing survival warnings and guides when Trump gets elected again. You cannot make this stuff up. They are running through this as it is a serious drill. Everything that we're about to show you is 100% real. It's on the internet, so it's got to be. And with that said, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. Tim, are you ready for the preparedness, the Trump preparedness guide, the survival apocalypse guide of the century? This guy's on it. I'm so excited.
Yeah. You know what's funny about these types? I haven't seen the video, but you know what's funny about these types of videos? They seem to disregard the fact that he was president for 4 years already.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But this one, it's now. Because, first of all, I would just love to address the idea that there's no chance he can win. There's no way he's going to win. We would no, he's a fascist. He's Hitler. He would never win. And so they're so convinced he would never win that they're going to put out a just in case he wins guide.
We're not going back. I've been telling him all these people that post we're not going back or hashtagging it. I keep posting it back to him like, JoJo, oh, you're going back.
Oh, you're going back, Cupcake.
You're going back to
you're
2016,
going back,
sweetie.
Yeah, you're not going to like this a whole lot. Well, this guy has some pearls of wisdom. And it's about a 2-minute clip, so we're going to break it up as we have fun with it. But behold our opponents. That's all I can say.
All right, worst case scenario, Trump gets reelected. Here is the game plan if that happens. The general rule of thumb from now on is, will the MAGA heads use it to attack someone? If so, keep your mouth shut. You no longer know that any of your trans friends are trans. You no longer know that any of your non-Christian friends are non-Christian. You no longer know that any of your friends, family, or neighbors are left-leaning at all. Anyone that you don't know tries to talk about politics around you, you shut that shit down immediately because that is fishing for information and people they can report. Anyone tries to instigate a protest or a riot, they are also fishing for people that they can report. Anyone you know who is an immigrant.
All right, so Tim.
This is exactly what the left would do.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this is what's so funny. They're pretending like, because Trump has been president for 4 years already, and guess what he didn't do? Imprison his political rivals. He didn't even bring charges against Hillary Clinton, and Lord knows there was plenty of evidence to bring charge. Even Comey said there was reasons to charge her.
Yep.
He didn't persecute his political rival. He took the high road, let her walk, even though she's out there trash talking him the whole time, and focused on being a president. And this nonsense of like, okay, this is going to be like Erdogan coming to power in Turkey. We're just going to have to shut down. We can't talk in public spaces anymore because they're going to report you. To who? Nobody cares. You're a leftist moron. Literally nobody.
Dude, that's my first thought. I had two thoughts in that little segment. My first two thoughts. First one was, literally no one cares.
Right.
And the second thought was, this is all we had to do to get you to shut up?
I know, right?
God, we should have done this like 4 years ago.
They like scare themselves with their nonsense.
Oh my God.
And so looking at this idiot's face, he believes what he's saying.
No, yes. This is 100% true belief.
Yeah.
You are seeing a honest to God MO going forward. This guy is actually writing his behavior for the next 6 years.
This is literally what happens when weak-minded idiots are exposed to propaganda. Propaganda is very powerful when you're an idiot. And this idiot has bought into all the propaganda. And what's funny is if the people that he's scared of aren't the people he needs to be scared of. It's the people feeding him the propaganda that want to do exactly what it is that he's saying. But it's okay, though, because if Harris gets into power and she starts politically persecuting her rivals, like Biden has been doing, he's fine with that because it doesn't affect him. He's only concerned with the leftists that might be targeted by a fake Trump administration that has no history of targeting his opponents.
Right. Well, that was just the first 30 seconds. But the baseline, we say nothing. We don't shout from the rooftops. We don't get in people's faces. We
hide. Yeah. And Frank it, baby. Straight to the attic and hide. Yeah.
I mean, and Frank.
Well, they call him a Nazi. I'm just continuing the bull.
I like it. I like it. You're continuing the continue. Like, you got that that threw me off. Oh, that was wow.
That's that Gen X dark humor, but it's seriously they've been calling him Hitler for the last 2 weeks.
Well, that's true, but I think what you're really referencing, and HR just popped into my ear. I think what you're really referencing is a collection of binders aimed at children. It's very pretty, very colorful, very cute. Lots of stationery. That's what you're referencing in the attic. Yes.
Whatever
All right.
he said. Yeah.
Whatever I said. That's right. We're covered. We're clear. It's alleged. Anyway, let's keep going, Dr. Science.
Brent, you are now going to tell anyone who asks that they have been living in America their whole lives. Because if you are not among the people who need to flee for their own safety, you are part of the people who are helping them flee. You do not brag about the people you have helped. You do not tell others about the people you have helped. You keep your mouth shut about all of it.
All right, so they're going to build an underground railroad to spirit people to Mexico and Canada. And this is epically stupid, guys. And this is what's so funny. These morons constantly say, if Trump gets elected, I'm leaving. Like Krassicine sisters, they were making some sort of a joke, like, I'm going to leave the country, but I'm calling it a vacation, and I suckered you and tricked you. I'm really just going on vacation. I'm taking my Bitcoining family and leaving after Trump wins. I may come back, but it's just a vacation. The problem is America is the only first world country that has open, porous borders. Canada doesn't want you. Australia doesn't want you. The UK doesn't want you. Mexico does not want you. Go to Mexico, you liberal lunatics, and try to live there and take a job as an American citizen. You'll wind up in a Mexican jail, okay? Nobody allows the porous borders that these goons have allowed. And so they're not fleeing anywhere. So as much as they're like, okay, we're going to set up this little underground railroad, and we're going to spirit everybody away and get away from the fascism of Donald Trump. Where are you going to take them, sweetie? Where are you going to take them? They don't want you there either because they know you're a lunatic. And they're a nation of lunatics up north.
But
they understand our lunatics are even crazier than their lunatics. They don't want you.
We got some grade A lunatics, but we have some more conductors on this underground railroad because that's where we're at right now, according to this guy. So immigration, they've been their whole lives, and if you're not part of the solution, you are the solution. Dear Lord.
Is he going to bring up back of the bus or anything like that? I mean, it seems like he's just fear-mongering left, right, and center.
Are you talking about that marketing again that was happening on the marketing? Yeah. Is that what
where they put the picture of Rosa Parks in the back of the city transportation? Yeah.
Where it was like, stand up for your rights, and they put her on the back of the public transportation bus.
Okay, keep talking. I'm going to find that image because that's classic leftism.
It really did happen. It really did happen. It was not a good look. It's one of those things where you kind of look at the person who made that decision and kind of do one of these.
Huh. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is
didn't think that one all the way through, huh? Let's continue though. There's more.
Okay.
Every single possible forum. Anyone asks you about politics, you reply, who has time to talk about politics? And nothing else. Someone asks you your opinion on global warming. You say, I don't talk about politics. Someone asks your opinion on wages and unionization. You say, I don't talk about politics. Someone asks about your opinion on the basic rights of other people. You say, I don't talk about politics. It's gonna hurt, but that's what's gonna help you and others survive. These are the basic ground rules for surviving a fascist government, which is 100% what Donald Trump has said on camera he wants to put in place if he gets reelected. I am not trying to tell you that he is guaranteed to win. I am not going to tell you that he is going to successfully overthrow the government. I am telling you these are the things that are going to happen if he somehow does wind up back in the White House and what you need to do to prepare. And finally, you may not like it, but get yourself firearms training, firearms safety training, and stay strapped. Because worst comes to worst, you also need to be able to defend yourself. And the Second Amendment is probably the only constitutional right that Donald Trump will not do away with. Probably most importantly, if he does get elected and you talk about your personal politics anywhere on social media, you need to delete that account in its entirety immediately. There will still be archived evidence of it, but at the very least, they can't go into a profile that you are still using and say that those are still your views, which can be the difference between walking free and being in a camp.
Dude.
Yeah. So, you know what?
The TDS on this guy is next level.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff there. But you know what? I hope they take his advice, because wouldn't it be nice to have 4 years of silence from the idiots?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
oh my goodness.
I
delete
support
your Twitter
this message.
profiles.
Yeah.
It's a great message. Delete the Twitter profiles, delete the Facebook messages profiles. Yeah. Just shut up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to censor them. That's not my shtick. I don't do that. But if they want to censor themselves, hey, set up a GoFundMe. I'll donate.
Set up an underground railroad? Okay. That's okay.
Yeah. These
More-
people are
more
out of their
power to
minds.
you.
Yeah. And again, I fully believe this moron believes this stuff.
100%.
You can totally see the crazy in his eyes, right?
Oh, yeah,
and look
yeah.
at the hairdo. I mean, who wears that hairdo? It's
Matt Walsh.
he is not right in the head. And what's so funny is this guy, if Trump wins, if we could be a fly on the wall, put a camera on this guy,
Oh, my
watching
God.
him
Oh my God.
like sneak around, and like, deleting all of his social media, purging his Facebook page, cracking the door in the morning before he goes to his car. Not that he has a job, but, before he goes out for more Cheetos, and he just kind of like looks outside all with paranoia, and then you just know that's what this idiot's going to do. And I'm there for it. I hope he does regular updates about his going and hiding in his underground railroad.
Do you understand the mental snapping that is if Trump wins, like it looks like is completely possible. You got to vote. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen. Could you imagine the mental snap that's going to happen on November 5th and into the 6th? Bro,
I'm all for it.
Oh my God.
16 was bad. They rioted for 3 months, burning every major city.
I don't know what they're going to do on this one.
Oh, dude, it'll be over the top because they lost their minds back then. Now we have, we have the whole 4 years of his administration. Then we have 4 years of Biden. So 8 years in total of them just demonizing him, calling him Hitler. And these idiots are believing it. It's going to be even crazier because they've had almost a decade of propaganda pumped into their pointy little heads. They are going to lose their minds. Well, they lost their minds already. They're going to lose their empty skulls. They're going
to have emotional reactions. That's going to be a nice way to say it. But the thing that I loved about that segment. So this happens all the time, Tim. Gun controllers, particularly, they're very asinine with their language that they choose, and they mock you for saying violent language and violent rhetoric. If you say that, I'm carrying a gun, that's a threat, all these kind of things, microaggressions. Then when they think that they have to establish an underground railroad because Hitler 2.0 is coming in, now all of a sudden they use language like get training and stay strapped. Yeah. It's like
we've seen your training city. Yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely seen the training. But just so left, a little PSA. People on the left. People in the gun world, when they decide to carry a gun, they don't wake up in the morning and go, well, today I'm going to stay strapped, so what am I going to carry? No, they just go, I'm normal. I'm just going to, where's my gun?
Yeah. It's just I wake up, put my wallet in my pocket, my keys in my pocket, and I put a gun on. It's just part of my routine. I'm not going, I'm strapping
myself. Staying strapped?
I'm saying strapped in case Harris wins. I mean, it's just nonsense. It's lunacy. And it's projection once again. Mm-hmm. These morons accuse us of being the violent ones. They accuse us of wanting to commit political violence. And they always cite January 6th with this one-off situation where no firearms were used, despite the lies they tell, and nobody was killed, despite the lies they tell, except for an unarmed protester that was shot in the face. But this nonsense, it's like, stay strapped. So who are you staying strapped for, pointy-headed person? Are you staying strapped because
government?
Yeah, you want to shoot government officials, or do you just want to shoot Trump supporters, or do you want to just shoot both? We're kind of curious here. Inquiring minds want to know. Who are you strapping yourself for?
We red flag laws, those things that you push for.
Right. Now, if I had posted that video.
Oh, you'd be toast.
Right. I would be red flag lawed. And we do have them in the state of Indiana. So if I posted a video telling my followers to stay strapped and to arm themselves in case Harris wins, I'm pretty sure I'd get a knock on the door. I'm saying.
Absolutely. But this guy, though, what do you think of his plan, Tim? But I mean, overall, from A to Z, nuts to bolts, solid plan.
I want him to. I'm all for him buying guns because I think it's funny, especially when they post videos. And also, hey, if you want to self-censor, you go for it. I'm all for it. I'm not saying I want to censor you. I have no interest in censoring people. I don't report posts on X and things like that. I don't care. You can have an opinion. It's them that doesn't want you having an opinion. So yeah, self-censor. Have at it, buddy.
Have at it, Cupcake. Well, that's what I've got for you, Tim. The plan for the Underground Railroad 2.0, this time for illegal immigrants.
Yeah. Well, what a joyful dude. I bet he's a lot of fun at parties. Anyway,
he's a lot of joy.
Thanks for watching Second Legacy, and we'll talk to you guys soon.